An arrest was made Thursday in the stabbing death of Cash App founder Bob Lee. Jonathan Vigliotti has more details on the suspect and the investigation.
These haunting security camera images posted by London's Daily Mail show the final moments of Bob Lee's life. And tonight, police say that brutal stabbing was not a random attack.
We can confirm that Mr. Lee and Mr. Momeni knew each other.
San Francisco's police chief says 38-year-old Nima Momeni, who owns a tech company, was arrested this morning in the suburb of Emeryville and booked on one charge of murder. Officers confronted him with bullhorns. Law enforcement did not give details or a motive for the killing, but sources tell the San Francisco publication Mission Local that Momeni and Lee were driving together in a car through downtown San Francisco during the early hours of April 4th when, quote, some manner of confrontation allegedly commenced.
This is more about human nature and human behavior than it is about our city.
Lee's fatal stabbing quickly gained national attention. Tech industry leaders, including Twitter CEO Elon Musk, blamed it on a violent crime wave that has taken over the city.
Reckless and irresponsible statements, like those contained in Mr. Musk's tweet that assumed incorrect circumstances about Mr. Lee's death, serve to mislead the world in their perceptions of San Francisco. We all should and must do better.
Jonathan Vigliotti joins us now. Jonathan, how are residents responding?
Yeah, Seth, I think it's fair to say there is a sense of relief among residents now that there is a suspect in custody, though it did take 9 days to announce this arrest, and you could imagine the frustration and the anxiety. A lot of people wondering if this was a random act of violence or, as it turned out, to be a targeted act of crime. With that said, crime here in San Francisco still is up, specifically property crime, which saw a big spike since 2019. You have a police department that is understaffed, officers that are working overtime. In fact, the neighborhood where this deadly attack took place last week had to hire their own private detail because they were afraid of crime. And I did have a conversation with the district attorney last week after this attack took place, and she acknowledged that more work does need to be done to prevent crime moving forward.
But since the suspect was known to the victim, apparently, does that relieve some of the concerns about crime in general?
Yeah, it certainly does, although there still, though, is this question of what the exact motive was. From how it appears at this point, the two knew each other. There is local reporting that they were both in a car leading up to this attack. We do know that Nima Momeni, the suspect in this case, did have several liens out against several of his properties. Again, what that motive is remains unclear. We do know that police tonight have several warrants, and they are searching several properties, gathering more evidence. Momeni, meanwhile, remains in county jail. He will be arraigned tomorrow, Seth.
A real twist in this case. Jonathan Vigliotti, thanks so much.